Hey guys, tonight we begin with something a little darker, a time of sirens, shadows, and whispered prayers in the night. We're diving into what life was really like during World War II. Forget the polished war movies Hollywood sold you. The truth? You probably wouldn't last a single night. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy these journeys into history. And let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you. It's always fascinating to see who's joining us from around the world. Now, dim the lights, let the soft hum fill the room, and let's ease into tonight's journey together, because the year is 1945. Picture this, a night train crawling through the ruins of Germany. And tonight's story, a woman reciting names from memory. The year is 1945, and the world feels like it is holding its breath, waiting for the dawn after a long dark night. In the heart of Germany, a solitary train snakes its way through the fractured landscape, its metal wheels humming a mournful lullaby against the tracks. The rhythmic clatter is a metronome, setting the pace for the night's journey, a soothing constant amidst the chaos. Inside one of the dimly lit compartments, a woman sits by the window, her silhouette softened by the gentle glow of a lone lantern swinging above. Her name is Ingrid, and she is a keeper of stories, a guardian of memories that flicker like candle flames in the recesses of her mind. Her lips move silently, as if reciting a sacred litany, the names of those she holds dear, whispered like a prayer against the darkness. Outside, the landscape rolls by, cloaked in shadows. The moon casts a silvery light, turning the crumbled ruins into ghostly shapes that whisper of a time before the war. The air is cool, carrying with it the faint scent of rain on earth, a reminder that life persists even in the bleakest of times. Occasionally, the distant rumble of thunder echoes through the night, a deep, resonant sound that vibrates through the bones, grounding all who hear it in the present moment. Ingrid's fingers, worn and delicate, trace the outline of a photograph she holds in her lap. The edges are frayed, the image faded from countless touchings, a tangible link to the past. The faces in the photograph smile up at her, frozen in a happier time, their eyes twinkling with laughter and life. She closes her eyes and breathes deeply, allowing the memories to wash over her like a gentle tide. The train continues its journey. Each station it passes a silent testament to resilience and hope. The soft glow of lanterns flickers in the distance, marking small pockets of humanity clinging to the edges of the night. Somewhere, a harmonica plays a haunting melody, its notes weaving through the air like a thread of nostalgia, binding the travelers together in their shared solitude. The world outside may be in ruins, but within the confines of the train, there is a stillness, a moment of peace amidst the turmoil. Ingrid opens her eyes and gazes out into the night, her heart a quiet echo of the train's steady rhythm. As the names continue to flow from her lips, they are not just words but promises, a vow to remember and to carry the light of those she loves into the future. The soft hum of the train blends seamlessly with the whispers of the wind as it slips through cracks in the carriage, bringing with it the faint chill of the night air. It's a gentle reminder of the world outside, a world that still breathes and turns, even as shadows stretch long across its surface. Ingrid draws her shawl tighter around her shoulders, feeling the comforting weight of its woolen embrace. The cold is a familiar companion, one that sharpens her senses and makes the warmth within all the more precious. The candlelight dances softly on the walls, casting flickering shadows that sway like spectres in a ghostly waltz. Each flicker tells a story, each shadow a whispered secret from days gone by. Ingrid watches them with half-closed eyes, lulled by their rhythmic sway. The light pulls around her, a small oasis of warmth and comfort in the dim carriage, where dreams and reality blend seamlessly, cradled by the lullaby of the rails. In the far corner, a young soldier, barely more than a boy, sleeps fitfully, his face a tapestry of innocence and exhaustion. His brow furrows and relaxes in turn, caught in the ebb and flow of dreams that perhaps offer solace from the stark truths of the waking world. Ingrid watches him for a moment, her heart swelling with a silent wish for his peace, for his safe return to a home that awaits him beyond the horizon. Outside, the countryside rolls past, a shadowed tapestry of fields and forests, washed in silvery moonlight. Trees stand like silent sentinels, their branches whispering secrets to the stars. The distant call of an owl echoes softly, a haunting note that resonates in the quiet, speaking of ancient mysteries and the continuity of life. Ingrid listens, letting the sound weave into the melody of the night, a gentle counterpoint to the train's steady song. The journey is long, but time seems to stretch and soften within the confines of the carriage. Each moment is a suspended breath, a delicate balance between past and present. Ingrid's thoughts drift, carried on the gentle current of memory. She sees familiar faces, hears beloved voices, all woven into the fabric of her being. They are gone, yet they linger, their essence as real as the cool air that kisses her cheek. As the train presses onward, Ingrid feels a quiet resolve settling within her. She is both the keeper of memories and the bearer of hope. The night envelops her like a soft embrace, and she surrenders to it, allowing it to cradle her gently, its whispers a soothing balm. The journey continues, a serene voyage through time and space, leading her ever onward, toward the first light of dawn and the promise of a new day. As the train glides over the tracks, its rhythmic clatter becomes a lullaby, a tender song that keeps Ingrid company in the solitude of the night. The candlelight flickers softly, casting gentle shadows that dance across the carriage walls. They sway like memories, elusive and ephemeral, yet comforting in their familiarity. Ingrid watches them with quiet fascination, as if they are spirits from the past, visiting her in this moment of stillness. The cold air seeps in through the window's edge, a crisp reminder of the world outside. It carries with it the scent of damp earth and distant pines, an aromatic tapestry that evokes images of misty mornings and dew-covered leaves. Ingrid closes her eyes, inhaling deeply, letting the fragrance fill her lungs and calm her spirit. It is a scent that speaks of home, of simpler times when the world was not burdened by the weight of conflict and uncertainty. In the dim light, whispers seem to linger just beyond the edge of hearing. They are the murmurs of history, the voices of those who have come before, sharing their stories in the hushed tones of the night. Ingrid listens, her heart open to their tales of courage, love, and loss. They are threads woven into the vast tapestry of human experience, and she feels a deep connection to them, a kinship that spans time and space. With each passing mile, the train carries Ingrid further from the chaos of war, transporting her to a place where dreams and reality blur into one. She imagines a world at peace, where laughter replaces the sound of gunfire and hope blossoms in the hearts of all who dwell there. It is a vision she holds close, a beacon of light guiding her through the darkness. The stars outside twinkle with a distant brilliance, their light a gentle reminder of the vastness of the universe and the smallness of her own troubles. Ingrid finds solace in their constancy, their eternal presence, a testament to the enduring nature of life itself. They are guardians of the night, celestial witnesses to the passage of time and the unfolding of destiny. As the train continues its journey, Ingrid feels herself drifting, her consciousness slipping into a peaceful slumber. The whispers of the night cradle her gently, their soft voices a soothing lullaby that carries her into the realm of dreams. In this quiet sanctuary, she finds the strength to face another day, to hold fast to hope, and to cherish the promise of a brighter tomorrow. The world outside may be fraught with uncertainty, but here, in the embrace of the night, Ingrid is at peace. The rhythmic clatter of the train wheels on the tracks creates a serene symphony, a gentle percussion that lulls Ingrid into a deeper sense of calm. In the dimly lit carriage, the soft glow of candlelight flickers, casting a warm, golden hue across her face. Shadows dance along the walls, their fluid movements echoing the stories shared by her fellow travelers. Each flicker is a memory, a fleeting moment captured in time, whispering secrets of the past. Outside, the cold night air rushes past, a brisk reminder of the world beyond the train's cocoon. It carries with it the distant echoes of a world once torn by conflict, now slowly stitching itself back together. The wind hums softly, a gentle caress against the windows, as if urging Ingrid to let go of her worries, to surrender to the tranquility of the night. Ingrid's thoughts wander to the landscape she has left behind, places etched in her memory with startling clarity. She remembers fields painted with the vibrant hues of summer, where wild flowers sway gently in the breeze, and the sky stretches endlessly, a canvas of azure and cotton clouds. She recalls the scent of earth after rain, rich and invigorating, a promise of renewal and growth. These memories are her refuge, a tapestry of beauty woven into the fabric of her soul. The whispers of her companions continue, their voices a soothing balm that envelops her in warmth. They speak of family reunions and long-lost loves, of homes rebuilt and futures reimagined. Each story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope endures. Ingrid listens, her heart swelling with empathy and understanding, each tale a gentle nudge towards healing. As the train rocks gently, Ingrid feels the pull of sleep, her eyelids growing heavy. She welcomes the embrace of dreams, where reality softens and imagination takes flight. In this dreamscape, she walks through sun-dappled forests, the leaves whispering secrets as they rustle in the breeze. She strolls along sandy shores, the ocean's lullaby a sweet serenade that echoes in her mind. Ingrid dreams of a world unburdened by the scars of war, a place where laughter and love reign supreme. It is a vision that fills her heart with warmth, a beacon of light that guides her through the inky black of night. In this space between waking and dreaming, Ingrid finds peace, a momentary respite from the chaos, a reminder of the beauty that exists even amidst the shadows. As the train glides onward, Ingrid is cradled by the night, her dreams a gentle voyage across the sea of stars. She knows that with each dawn, a new chapter awaits, filled with the promise of renewal and the enduring power of hope. The train hums softly as it glides along the tracks, a lullaby of steel and rhythm that melds with the distant echoes of a world at rest. Outside, the landscape is cloaked in shadow, the moon casting a gentle glow over fields and forests, where the silhouettes of trees stand like silent sentinels. The candlelight flickers softly within the compartment, casting playful shadows that dance along the walls, a warm counterpoint to the crisp cold air that whispers through the seams of the train. Ingrid nestles deeper into her seat, the woolen blanket pulled up to her chin, its familiar scent a comforting reminder of home. Her breath mingles with the murmured conversations around her, a tapestry of sound that weaves through the night. The voices are hushed, as if mindful of the slumbering souls they accompany, their tones carrying the weight of both sorrow and solace as they speak of times past and dreams yet to be realized. The train car becomes a cocoon of introspection, a sanctuary where time seems to stretch and slow. Ingrid's thoughts drift lazily, buoyed by the gentle sway of the carriage. She imagines the stories being spun around her, each a delicate thread in the vast tapestry of human experience. There is a quiet dignity in these tales, a shared understanding that transcends the boundaries of language and circumstance. In her mind's eye, Ingrid envisions a garden blooming with life, the air perfumed with the sweet fragrance of lilacs and roses. She sees the faces of loved ones, their eyes alight with joy, their laughter a melody that lingers long after the moment has passed. It is a vision that soothes her weary spirit, a reminder of the beauty that persists even in the midst of darkness. The train's steady progress is a promise of forward motion, a gentle assurance that the journey will continue, carrying its passengers toward a dawn that holds the potential for renewal. The stars above twinkle like distant lanterns, their light a constant presence in the vast expanse of the night sky. Ingrid finds solace in their constancy, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always something to guide the way. As sleep draws her deeper into its embrace, Ingrid surrenders to the dreams that unfurl like petals in the moonlight. She dreams of peace, of a world where kindness and understanding flourish, where the echoes of laughter and love are the only sounds that fill the air. In this tranquil realm she finds a quiet strength, a deep-seated hope that buoys her spirit in whispers of the brighter days to come. Ingrid drifts in this serene liminal space, a soul in transit, carried gently through the night by the rhythm of the rails and the soft murmur of dreams. Ingrid's slumber is tender, woven with threads of gentle sound and distant echoes that murmur like an ancient lullaby. The train's wheels whisper secrets to the tracks, a steady mantra that lulls her further into her dreams. Each turn of the wheel is a soft promise, a vow that amidst the shadows there is a path that leads to the light. Candlelight flickers in her imagination, casting a warm, golden glow that dances across the walls of her mind. It illuminates memories of evenings spent in quiet reprieve, where stories were shared and hearts were laid bare beneath the gentle glow. The candle's light is a beacon, a small yet powerful symbol of resilience and hope, unwavering even when the world seems to tremble. Ingrid feels the air around her crisp and cool, brushing softly against her skin like the tender caress of a loved one. It carries with it the scents of earth and pine, grounding her in the present even as her mind wanders through the verdant garden of her dreams. This air, tinged with the chill of night, is a reminder of the world outside, vast and alive, waiting to be rediscovered at the journey's end. There are whispers too, faint and delicate, like the rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze. These are the voices of those who have come before, guiding spirits whose strength and wisdom linger in the ether. They speak of perseverance, of love, enduring even in the harshest of times. Their words are balm to Ingrid's soul. She listens, heart open, absorbing their quiet counsel, their whispered reassurances, weaving into the fabric of her dreams. The night is a tapestry of subtle sensations, an orchestra of quietude that plays softly in the background of Ingrid's reverie. The distant call of an owl echoes through her thoughts, a haunting yet comforting reminder that life continues, steadfast and eternal. It is a song of resilience, a melody that intertwines with the rhythm of the train and the gentle lull of her dreams. Ingrid floats in this serene cocoon, her spirit, cradled by the night. She is anchored by the constancy of her surroundings, yet free to explore the boundless landscapes of her imagination. In this tranquil realm, where the present and future converge, she finds peace. It is a peace that transcends the present moment, extending into the promise of dawn, when the first light will touch the horizon and the world will awaken anew. As she drifts deeper into her dreams, Ingrid holds on to the hope that blooms within her heart, a fragile yet unyielding faith that the days ahead will be filled with kindness, with laughter, and with love. The night enfolds her in its gentle embrace, a soft sigh that carries her towards the promise of brighter tomorrows. In the stillness of the night, Ingrid's mind wanders through the corridors of time, where echoes of the past softly brush against the present. The train carries her gently along its tracks, its rhythmic clatter a lullaby that merges seamlessly with the quiet whispers of history. It is as if the very air around her holds stories, each molecule a keeper of tales from days gone by, murmuring them into the darkness like secrets shared between old friends. The candle flickers beside her, casting a warm golden glow that dances upon the walls like tiny spirits at play. Its light is a beacon against the cold expanse of night, a reminder of warmth and home in a world often overshadowed by uncertainty. The flame's gentle flicker mirrors the beating of her heart, steady and sure, a constant amidst the ever-changing tides of life. Outside, the landscape is veiled in shadow, the crisp night air imbued with the scent of pine and earth. It seeps through the cracks, a cool breath that mingles with the faint aroma of wax and burning wick. The chill is invigorating, a tender reminder of the world beyond, vast and beautiful, waiting to be rediscovered with each new day. Ingrid's thoughts drift to the people she loves, their faces clear in her mind's eye, illuminated by the tender glow of memory. She imagines them safe and warm, their laughter a soothing balm that echoes softly in her ears, even from afar. These imagined conversations are like whispers carried on the wind, invisible threads that connect her to those she holds dear, weaving a tapestry of connection and continuity. She wraps herself tighter in her blanket, feeling its soft embrace like the arms of a cherished friend. It is a small comfort, yet profound in its simplicity, grounding her in the present even as her dreams carry her to distant realms. Her eyelids grow heavy, lulled by the gentle motion of the train, the whispers of the night, and the promise of a new dawn. As the hours pass, the night continues its watch, a silent guardian over Ingrid's slumber. The world outside is hushed, save for the occasional call of the wind through the trees, or the distant hum of another train passing by. These sounds become part of the symphony that cradles her, each note a reassurance that she is never truly alone, that the world is alive and breathing around her. Ingrid's heart holds fast to hope, a delicate yet resilient flame that burns brightly against the darkness. She dreams of a future filled with light, where the echoes of the past become the foundations for dreams yet to be realized. Wrapped in this cocoon of night and dream, she journeys onward, cradled by the whispers of the past and the promise of the dawn to come. The train meanders through the moonlit landscape, its rhythm a gentle lullaby that resonates in Ingrid's bones. The carriage sways slightly, a cradle of iron and wood, and the candlelight flickers softly, casting dancing shadows on the walls. It is a fragile light, a beacon in the enveloping dark, its glow akin to the warmth of a hearth that beckons weary travelers to rest and find solace. The candle's flame sways with the motion of the train, as if performing a slow, graceful dance with the night itself. Ingrid nestles deeper into her seat, feeling the chill of the night air creeping in through the cracks, a reminder of the world that lies beyond this temporary sanctuary. Yet, the cold serves to heighten the warmth of her blanket, a contrast that is as comforting as it is stark. This small cocoon is her refuge, a haven where time seems to pause, allowing her thoughts to drift freely. Outside the window, the world is painted in shades of silver and shadow, the moon casting its ethereal glow upon the fields and forests that rush by. The night is alive with whispers, secrets carried on the wind, stories of the past that linger in the air like a forgotten song. These whispers weave their way into Ingrid's dreams, threading through the tapestry of her mind, a blend of memory and hope. In this twilight world, the boundaries between reality and dream blur, and Ingrid finds herself walking through a meadow bathed in moonlight. The grass whispers beneath her feet, and the stars above seem to lean closer, as if listening to the quiet symphony of her thoughts. She imagines the faces of loved ones, their smiles soft and reassuring, their presence a balm to her soul. They walk beside her, phantoms of light and memory, their laughter mingling with the wind in a harmonious melody. The distant echoes of the war, the rumble of distant artillery, are softened here, reduced to a mere murmur, a reminder that peace can be found even amidst turmoil. Ingrid clings to this notion, letting it anchor her journey through the night. As the train continues its journey, Ingrid's breathing slows, synchronized with the gentle rhythm of the wheels on the tracks. Her dreams carry her onward through fields of light and shadow, where the whispers of the past become the promises of the future. Here in this serene interlude, she finds herself embraced by the night, by the whispers of distant echoes, and by the candlelight that flickers with hope, guiding her toward the dawn. The air is crisp, carrying with it the scent of pine and earth, a cool embrace that wraps around Ingrid as she journeys deeper into her dreamscape. Each breath she takes is a gentle reminder of the world outside, where the night is vast and the stars are countless. The cold air kisses her cheeks, grounding her in this realm of dreams and reality intertwined. Ingrid's footsteps are soft, a gentle patter against the earth that echoes faintly in the stillness. There is a tranquility here, a sense of time suspended, where every moment stretches into eternity. She feels the delicate caress of the night breeze, whispering through her hair, carrying with it the distant, melodic call of an owl, a guardian of the night watching over her. The candlelight flickers once more, casting a warm glow that dances upon the leaves. It illuminates the path ahead, a gentle guide through the shadows. The light is a beacon of hope, its warmth a silent promise that the darkness will not last forever. Ingrid's heart lifts with each step, her spirit buoyed by the soft glow that surrounds her. In the distance, the faint echoes of human voices rise and fall, a murmured conversation carried on the breeze. They are whispers of lives intertwined, stories of love and loss, courage and fear. These voices weave through Ingrid's mind, joining the tapestry of her dreams, their presence a comfort in the solitude of the night. She listens to them, letting their stories mingle with her own, a shared history that binds them all. As she walks, Ingrid's thoughts drift to those she has left behind, to the promises made and the hopes yet to be fulfilled. She imagines their faces etched with lines of laughter and sorrow, their eyes bright with dreams. In this quiet space, she feels their presence beside her, a chorus of whispered encouragement that propels her forward. The train's gentle sway continues, a lulling motion that cradles Ingrid in its embrace. It is a vessel of dreams, carrying her through this nocturnal landscape, where the boundaries of time and space dissolve. She is both here and there, anchored by the whispers and the candlelight, by the cold air and the distant echoes. As the night deepens, Ingrid finds solace in the journey, in the quiet beauty of the world around her. She is enveloped in the night, in the soft symphony of whispers and echoes, in the flickering light that promises a new dawn. And in this moment, she knows that she is not alone, that the dreams she carries are shared, that the night is alive with hope. The train moves steadily onward, its rhythm a gentle lullaby that rocks Ingrid into a deeper reverie. Outside, the world is cloaked in a silvery moonlit glow, where shadows dance along the snowy landscape, painting delicate patterns that shift with the train's passage. The cold air seeps through the cracks, a crisp reminder of the world beyond, breathing life into the shimmering frost that clings to the window pane. Ingrid wraps her shawl tighter around her shoulders, feeling the soft fibers warm against her skin. The candle beside her flickers, casting a warm, golden glow that dances across her face, its light a small beacon in the vast darkness. It casts long, wavering shadows that seem to tell their own stories, merging with the whispers and echoes that fill the night. The voices of the past weave a soft tapestry in her mind, each thread a memory, a promise, a hope. They murmur in tones as gentle as the flutter of a moth's wings against the glass, each whisper a part of the collective story that binds them all. Ingrid closes her eyes, letting the sounds wash over her, a soothing balm that eases the ache of distance and time. She imagines the faces of those she loves, their expressions vivid in her mind's eye. Her father's gentle smile, her mother's eyes filled with quiet strength, the laughter of friends that echoes like a songbird's trill. Each memory is a piece of home, a fragment of the life she once knew, and they accompany her as she traverses this uncertain path. The train's journey becomes a metaphor for her own, a passage through the night towards an unknown dawn. The wheels clatter softly against the tracks, a rhythmic counterpoint to the whispers that fill the air. Ingrid feels a quiet determination rising within her, a resolve as steadfast as the stars that punctuate the sky above. She knows that the morning will bring new challenges, but also new opportunities, new hopes. In this moment, wrapped in the gentle embrace of the night, Ingrid finds peace. She is surrounded by the echoes of the past and the promise of the future, by the soft glow of candlelight and the crisp kiss of the winter air. She is a part of something greater, a shared journey through the tapestry of time, and the knowledge fills her with quiet strength. As the train glides through the night, Ingrid leans back against her seat, her heart a little lighter, her spirit a little brighter. She listens to the whispers, lets them guide her dreams, and knows that with each passing mile, she is one step closer to home. Ingrid's eyelids flutter, heavy with the day's weariness, yet her mind remains awake, attuned to the symphony of the night. The train hums a lullaby, its gentle sway akin to a mother's rocking, coaxing her into a state of serene contemplation. Outside the window, the landscape drifts by in shadowed silhouettes, a fleeting glimpse of trees standing sentinel, their branches etched like delicate lace against the moonlit sky. The candlelight flickers softly in the compartment, casting a warm golden glow that dances across the faces of fellow travelers. Their features are softened by the glow, melding into a quiet tableau of hope and resilience. The small flame is a beacon in the dark, a testament to the enduring spirit that binds them all, strangers connected by the invisible threads of shared journeys and silent dreams. Ingrid's thoughts drift like the snowflakes that swirl gently in the cold night air, settling on moments from her past with tender precision. She recalls the crisp air of morning walks with her father, his voice a low murmur of wisdom and comfort. The scent of her mother's baking, a fragrant memory that warms even the coldest of nights, wraps around her like a soft shawl. These recollections are her armor, her refuge, a tapestry woven from love and longing. The whispers around her become a gentle chorus, a murmur of stories and secrets carried on the wings of the night. Each voice is a thread in the fabric of their journey, a reminder that even amidst uncertainty, there is companionship and understanding. Ingrid listens, her heart attuned to the cadence of their shared humanity, and finds solace in the harmony of their presence. The air is crisp, a cool caress that heightens her senses, grounding her in the present even as her mind wanders through the corridors of memory. She snuggles deeper into her coat, the fabric a cocoon of warmth and safety, as she lets the cold air fill her lungs, invigorating, reminding her of life's fragile beauty. In her dreams, she sees the faces of those she loves, their smiles a promise, a beacon guiding her back to the embrace of home. Ingrid drifts into slumber, carried on the soft whispers of the night, enveloped in a cocoon of hope and memory. The train continues its journey, a steadfast vessel bearing her through the night, towards the first blush of dawn, where the promise of a new day awaits. In the dim glow of the train's interior, the flickering candlelight casts gentle shadows, dancing across the walls like phantoms of the past. The rhythmic clatter of the tracks becomes a lullaby, harmonizing with the soft whispers that float through the air, weaving a tapestry of sound that lulls Ingrid deeper into her reverie. Outside, the world is cloaked in a silvery frost, the moon's light painting the landscape in shades of ethereal blue. The fields and forests blur by, a serene, ghostly panorama that seems to stretch into eternity. Each tree, each snow-dusted hill, is a sentinel, bearing silent witness to the passage of time and the endurance of hope. The scent of earth and blossoms fills her senses, a balm to the weariness that clings to her like a shadow. The whispers around her shift, becoming the laughter of children, the gentle hum of a village at peace. These echoes of life, of normalcy, are tender reminders of what she yearns for and what she believes will come to pass. She sees herself surrounded by family and friends, their faces glowing with the joy of reunion, their voices a symphony of love and belonging. As the train pushes onward, the cold air seeps through the cracks, a reminder of the world outside and its harsh realities. Yet within this cocoon, Ingrid is untouched by the chill. She is enveloped in warmth, not just from her coat, but from the memories and dreams that fill her heart. Each breath is a quiet affirmation, a pledge to endure, to hope, to believe in the dawn that will surely follow. The night stretches on, a velvet expanse of tranquility, cradling the train in its embrace. Ingrid's breathing slows, each exhale a soft sigh, blending with the whispers that continue their gentle song. She feels herself drifting further, sinking into the depths of a slumber that is soft and profound, a refuge from the world and its tumult. In this peaceful interlude, time becomes fluid, a gentle stream carrying her towards the light of a new day. The promise of morning lingers on the horizon, a subtle glow that hints at renewal, at the endless cycle of night giving way to day. As Ingrid sleeps, she is carried on this river of dreams, surrounded by the whispers of those who journey with her, united in their shared hope for a future bathed in the warm light of peace. The rhythmic clatter of the train on its tracks is a lullaby, a steady cadence that lulls Ingrid deeper into her dreams. Each click and clack is a heartbeat, a reassuring pulse, that syncs with the distant echoes of her own memories. In this suspended moment, the world outside fades, leaving only the gentle sway of the carriage and the soft murmur of fellow passengers, their whispers a delicate tapestry of human connection. Candlelight flickers softly from a lantern hung near the aisle, casting a warm, golden glow that dances along the walls. Shadows play across Ingrid's face, gentle and soothing, like the caress a loved one's hand. The light is tender, almost sentient, wrapping her in a cocoon of comfort and safety. It is as if the universe itself conspires to preserve this fragile moment of peace, holding at bay the uncertainty and fear that linger just beyond the edges of consciousness. Outside, the world is a canvas painted in shades of midnight blue and silver. The cold air whispers against the windows, a reminder of the vastness, the quiet solitude of the sleeping world. Stars peek through the clouds, sentinels of the night, their light a reassurance that even in the darkest times, there is beauty, there is hope. Ingrid dreams of a place she has never seen but knows intimately. A house with sun-drenched rooms and laughter echoing through the halls. She imagines a garden where flowers bloom with the vibrancy of life itself, where children play, their laughter weaving through the air like music. Her heart swells with the vision of arms that hold, voices that soothe, and eyes that understand. It is a dream of home, a sanctuary where love is the language spoken, and peace is the air breathed. The whispers in the carriage continue their gentle song, a chorus of dreams and desires, each note a testament to resilience. They are the voices of mothers, fathers, children, souls bound together by the shared journey, by the shared yearning for an end to the night. Ingrid feels their presence like a soft quilt, each thread a promise of solidarity, of unity in the face of the unknown. As the train moves steadily towards its destination, the horizon begins to blush with the first hints of dawn. It is a soft, gradual unveiling, a quiet revelation that the night is not infinite. The whispers grow softer still, as if in reverence to the approaching light. Ingrid stirs slightly, her heart attuned to the subtle shifts in the world around her. In this serene transition from night to day, Ingrid is cradled by the promise of renewal. It is a promise that flows through her, as gentle and inevitable as the morning light that now begins to fill the sky. And in her heart, she carries the whispers, the echoes of hope, as she journeys onward into the embrace of a new day. The train glides over the tracks, each rhythmic clatter a heartbeat of the earth itself, steady and unwavering. Outside, the world is a canvas, painted in hushed tones of pre-dawn grey, where shadows dance like soft spectres across the land. The cold air slips through the cracks in the carriage, a gentle reminder of the world beyond, crisp and invigorating. It kisses Ingrid's cheeks, a tender brush that awakens her senses, coaxing her towards wakefulness. Ingrid pulls her shawl closer, feeling the fabric warm from her own body heat, mingled with the faint scent of lavender, a memory of home carried with her. The candle flickers on the small ledge beside her, its golden light casting a warm glow, chasing away the lingering darkness. It is a fragile flame, yet resilient, much like the spirits gathered here. The whispers have woven themselves into the fabric of the night, a tapestry of shared stories and quiet comforts. The echoes of distant lives and lost moments linger in the air, like the softest of lullabies. Outside, the world begins to stir, the first birds offering their tentative songs to the dawn, a gentle symphony of life. Their notes float through the air, mingling with the subtle hum of the train, creating a harmony that soothes and reassures. In the half-light, faces around Ingrid are softened, their edges blurred by the gentle glow. Each person is wrapped in their own cocoon of thoughts, yet their presence is a reminder of the unspoken bond they share. Eyes meet briefly, offering silent understanding and comfort, a reminder that they are not alone. As the horizon blooms with a palette of soft pastels, pinks, oranges, and golds, blending seamlessly, the world begins to awaken. The first rays of light spill over the landscape, casting long, serene shadows that stretch and yawn across the fields. The transformation is gentle, a gradual shift from night to day, like a sigh of relief from the earth itself. Ingrid watches the unfolding scene with a quiet awe, her heart swelling with the beauty of it all. She feels the whispers around her soften further, a lullaby that carries her gently into the warmth of the new day. The promise of dawn is a balm to her weary soul, a reminder that even after the longest night, the sun will rise again. In this tender moment, Ingrid finds solace. The world outside may be uncertain, but here, in the embrace of whispered dreams and flickering candlelight, she finds a sanctuary. It is a place where hope is nurtured, where dreams are woven into the fabric of reality, and where the dawn brings with it the promise of new beginnings. The train glides steadily along the tracks, its rhythm a comforting heartbeat in the quiet of the early morning. Through the window, Ingrid can see the delicate frost clinging to the edges of the glass, intricate patterns etched by the hand of winter. The cold air outside is kept at bay by the warmth within, though an occasional draught whispers through the carriage, brushing softly against her cheek like a ghost of the night just past. The candlelight flickers gently, casting a warm golden glow that dances across the faces of her fellow travelers. Shadows play in the corners, their movements slow and languid, as if reluctant to leave the sanctuary of the night. The soft illumination forms halos around each person, momentarily transforming them into ethereal beings suspended in time, cradled in the gentle embrace of the train's lull. Ingrid shifts slightly in her seat, her fingers brushing against the worn fabric of the coat she has draped over her shoulders. Its familiar weight is a comfort, a reminder of home and hearth, of stories shared by the fireside and the laughter of loved ones. The scent of candle wax mingles with the faint aroma of lavender, a fragrance that lingers in the fibers of her clothing. It is a scent that speaks of calm, of evenings spent in quiet contemplation. As the train bends around a gentle curve, the landscape unfurls like a tapestry, revealing sprawling fields kissed by the tentative light of dawn. The distant echoes of a world waking up drift through the air, the soft notes of birdsong mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves stirred by the dawn breeze. These sounds are like whispers carried on the wind, weaving through the carriage and wrapping around Ingrid like a soothing balm. Her eyes drift over the horizon, where the sun rises slowly, casting its golden light over the world. Each moment is a brushstroke on the canvas of the morning, a gradual unveiling of the day that lies ahead. Ingrid finds herself caught in this moment, her thoughts buoyed by the serene beauty of the scene before her. There is a sense of peace that settles over her, a deep, abiding calm that resonates with the rhythm of her heart. In this quiet interlude, she finds herself reflecting on the journey, on the path that has brought her here, and the road that lies ahead. The world outside the window is vast and unknown, yet within the embrace of the train, she feels a connection to something greater, a thread of continuity that ties her to the past, the present, and the promise of the future. The whispers around her soften further, a gentle chorus of dreams that cradle her as the train carries them all toward the horizon, toward the light of a new day. Ingrid closes her eyes for a moment, allowing herself to be swept away on this current of hope, her heart at peace in the tranquil embrace of the dawn. The train glides along the tracks, a gentle lullaby in motion, its rhythmic hum a soothing counterpoint to the world outside. Within the carriage, the soft glow of candlelight dances across the walls, casting flickering shadows that sway like the branches of trees in a gentle breeze. The candle's flame, small yet resolute, holds its ground against the chill that seeps through the windows, a reminder of the world that lies just beyond the glass. Ingrid pulls her shawl tighter around her shoulders, its warmth a comfort in the cool morning air. The fabric is soft against her skin, a tactile reminder of home, and the tender hands that wove it. Her fingers trace the patterns woven into the cloth, each thread a story, a memory of evenings spent by the hearth, while the world outside whispered of change. The train's gentle sway rocks her into a reverie, her thoughts drifting back to days long past, to moments of laughter and love shared in the embrace of family. Those echoes of the past weave through the present, a tapestry of time that connects each soul on this journey. She recalls the stories told in hushed tones, tales of bravery and resilience, whispered under starlit skies where dreams were shared like secrets. Outside, the landscape transforms under the caress of the morning light. Fields stretch out, adorned in the silver frost of dawn, each blade of grass a tiny prism reflecting the golden hues of the sun. The air, crisp and clear, carries the scent of earth awakened by the first touch of warmth. It is a fragrance that speaks of renewal, of life stirring beneath the surface, waiting for the call of spring. Ingrid opens her eyes, the world around her a symphony of color and sound, a gentle reminder that amidst the darkness of war, there is still beauty to be found. The train moves forward, a vessel of hope carrying its passengers toward the promise of a new beginning. Each mile brings them closer to a place where the echoes of conflict fade, replaced by the whispers of peace and the soft murmur of life returning to its gentle rhythm. She gazes out at the horizon, where the sky meets the earth in a tender embrace, and feels a spark of something akin to joy. It is a quiet, unassuming joy, born not of grand gestures, but of the simple truth that life, in all its fragility and strength, continues. And as the train presses on, Ingrid allows herself to dream of the days to come, when the whispers of war have faded into memory, and the world sings once more with the harmonious notes of peace. In this serene moment, enveloped by the gentle lull of the train and the tender light of dawn, Ingrid finds solace. Her heart beats in time with the rhythmic clatter of the tracks, each pulse a reminder that she is alive, moving forward, carried by the promise of a new day and the enduring hope that guides her journey. The train glides gently over the tracks, a whisper in the vast silence of the early morning. As it weaves through the countryside, the world outside the window is painted in soft pastels, the colours of dawn bleeding into one another like watercolours on a canvas. Ingrid watches as the mist rises slowly from the fields, a ghostly veil that catches the light and transforms the landscape into a dreamy, ethereal vision. Each tendril of fog is like a gentle caress, a reminder of nature's embrace, even amid human turmoil. Inside the compartment, the dim glow of candlelight flickers softly, casting warm shadows that dance across the faces of her fellow travellers. They are weary souls, their eyes lined with the stories of 1,000 sleepless nights. Yet there is a quiet determination etched into their features, a shared understanding that this journey is not just a physical one, but a passage of the spirit. She pulls her coat closer, savouring the contrast between the cold and the warmth of her own breath. Each exhalation a gentle cloud that dissipates into the stillness. The air is filled with the soft rustle of fabric, the muted murmur of voices, the occasional sigh that speaks of longing and hope intertwined. Ingrid closes her eyes, letting the rhythmic sway of the train lull her into a state of peaceful reflection. She listens to the distant echoes of the world beyond, the faint calls of birds greeting the morning, the rustling of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze. These sounds weave together to form a tapestry of life, rich and textured, a comforting reminder that there is a world beyond the confines of war, a world filled with the music of everyday existence. In the quiet cocoon of the train, Ingrid's thoughts drift like the clouds outside, wandering through memories of laughter and love, of moments stolen from time's relentless march. She dreams of a future where the echoes of gunfire are replaced by the soft whispers of the wind through the trees, where the chill of fear is banished by the warmth of sunlit days. As the train continues its journey, Ingrid holds on to these dreams, cradling them like precious treasures in her heart. She knows that the road ahead is long, fraught with uncertainty, but in this moment she is filled with a serene conviction that peace, like the dawn, will come, and with it, the world will be reborn, vibrant and alive, ready to embrace the promise of a new beginning. The train's rhythmic clatter over the tracks creates a gentle lullaby, a soothing cadence that envelops Ingrid in a cocoon of tranquility. Each clack is a soft punctuation in the symphony of the night, a reminder of the steady passage of time and the promise of arrival at a destination that feels both distant and near. The flickering candlelight within the compartment casts delicate dancing shadows on the walls, painting stories of their own, tales of journeys undertaken and dreams yet to unfold. Outside, the world is cloaked in a soft silvery moonlight, the landscape a serene canvas of shadows and light. The fields, dotted with the skeletal remains of once vibrant crops, whisper secrets to the night, their rustling leaves a gentle serenade carried by the cool night air. The moon hangs low, a silent guardian watching over the travellers, its pale glow a beacon of hope in the vast expanse of darkness. Ingrid's senses are alive, attuned to the subtleties of her surroundings. She feels the coolness of the window pane against her fingertips, a tangible connection to the world outside. Her breath, a steady rhythm of warmth, creates a misty film on the glass, a transient canvas for her wandering thoughts. She traces patterns in the condensation, abstract shapes that quickly dissolve, much like the fleeting nature of the moments she holds dear. Around her, fellow passengers are cocooned in their own worlds, wrapped in heavy coats, scarves pulled tightly against the chill. Their quiet murmurs interweave with the train's song, a tapestry of human connection and shared experience. Occasionally, a soft chuckle or a hushed conversation drifts through the compartment, a gentle reminder of companionship amidst solitude. In her heart, she nurtures a quiet defiance, a belief that even in the darkest of times, beauty can be found, and life, like the seasons, will renew itself. The train presses onward, carving a path through the night, a vessel of dreams and aspiration. Ingrid cradles these thoughts as tenderly as one would a sleeping child. Her heart, a reservoir of hope and longing, she surrenders to the gentle embrace of slumber, buoyed by the whispers of possibility that dance in the air, knowing that when morning comes, it carries with it the promise of new beginnings, a world slowly waking from the shadows, ready to bloom once more. The rhythmic clatter of the train wheels creates a soothing lullaby, a steady heartbeat that echoes through the carriage, mingling with the distant hum of memories and dreams. The candlelight flickers in the dimly lit compartment, casting gentle shadows that waver like ghosts from another time. It bathes the faces of the passengers in a warm golden glow, softening their features and blending their stories into one shared narrative of survival and hope. A light frost clings to the edges of the window, shimmering softly beneath the moon's gaze. Outside, the world is a tapestry of silver and black, the landscape shrouded in a quiet, ethereal beauty. The cold air seeps through the cracks, but within the carriage there's a certain warmth, a silent understanding that they are all travelers on this journey, bound together by the threads of history and fate. Ingrid shifts slightly in her seat, the wool of her coat rustling softly, a gentle reminder of the world she inhabits. Her eyelids grow heavy, and she allows them to close, surrendering to the dreamlike state that envelops her. In this sanctuary, time stands still, and the weight of the world is but a distant memory. Ingrid walks among the blossoms, her fingers brushing against the petals, each touch a reminder of the beauty that persists, even in the darkest of times. The train continues its journey through the night, the landscape outside transforming slowly, as if awakening from a deep slumber. The stars above twinkle softly, distant yet constant, guiding the way forward. Ingrid stirs, half conscious of the gentle rocking of the carriage, the whispers of her companions, the warmth of the candlelight. As dawn begins to break, painting the horizon with hues of pink and gold, a soft sigh escapes her lips. She knows that when she opens her eyes, she will be greeted by a world still in the grip of uncertainty, yet imbued with the promise of a new day. A day where courage and kindness can forge a path through the shadows, and where the seeds of hope sown in the darkest nights can blossom into a brighter future. The rhythmic clatter of the train's wheels becomes a gentle lullaby, harmonizing with the soft murmurs of the travelers nestled within its compartments. Each sound weaves a tapestry of serenity, a comforting embrace against the chill of the night. The colors are richer here, hues of emerald and sapphire merging into a kaleidoscope of life. She walks along a path lined with lavender, the scent wrapping around her like a tender embrace, warding off the cold that lingers just beyond the edge of her consciousness. The earth beneath her feet is cool and firm, a reminder of the solid ground she yearns to find amidst the turmoil. Above her, the sky is a canvas of soft blues and gentle whites, cloud wisps that stretch lazily across the expanse. A bird sings in the distance, its song a sweet echo of freedom and flight, a melody that lifts her spirit and carries her thoughts to places untouched by war and worry. In this haven, she finds solace, a momentary escape that fuels her courage to face the waking world. The whispers around her continue, a gentle hum that rises and falls with the breath of those who share this journey. They are voices of the past and the future, interwoven with stories of love, loss, and perseverance. Each whisper is a thread in the intricate fabric of her reality, a reminder that she is not alone in her quest for peace and purpose. As the first light of dawn brushes the sky, the air grows crisp, carrying with it the promise of a new beginning. In this moment suspended between sleep and wakefulness, Ingrid breathes deeply, drawing in the cool air, feeling it fill her lungs with clarity and calm. She knows that the path ahead is fraught with challenges, yet she is fortified by the beauty she has witnessed in her dreams, the whispers of hope that linger in her heart. With a quiet determination she rises, ready to step into the day, to carry forward the light and love she has gathered in her night of dreams. The echoes of the night remain with her, guiding her steps as she moves toward a future shaped by courage, compassion, and the enduring promise of renewal. Ingrid stands, the wooden floor cold beneath her feet, grounding her in the reality she must face. The room around her is bathed in the gentle glow of candlelight, casting delicate shadows that dance upon the walls. Their flickering forms tell stories of their own, silent companions in this quiet hour. She wraps a shawl around her shoulders, the fabric a comforting embrace against the chill that seeps through the cracks of the old house. Outside, the world is hushed, the early morning stillness broken only by the distant echoes of life slowly stirring. A bird calls softly in the distance, its song a reminder that even amidst uncertainty, nature continues its eternal rhythm. The whispering voices of the night, now faded, leave behind a lingering sense of connection, binding Ingrid to those who have walked before her, and those who will follow. She moves to the window, where the glass is cool under her fingertips. The mist outside clings to the earth, shrouding the familiar landscape in mystery and promise. The first rays of sunlight pierce through, painting the horizon in hues of gold and rose. It's a sight that never fails to inspire awe, a reminder of the beauty that persists even in the darkest of times. Ingrid closes her eyes, letting the scene imprint itself upon her mind. She imagines the sun's warmth reaching out to her, dispelling the night's lingering shadows. It's a warmth that speaks of hope, of potential, of the quiet strength that resides within her. As she stands there, absorbing the dawn, the whispers from her dreams echo softly in her heart. They speak of love that transcends distance, of sacrifices made in the name of freedom, of a world that dreams of peace. Each whisper is a vow, a promise that she carries with her, woven into the very fabric of her being. The candle flickers once more, its flame steady and sure, a beacon of light in the dim room. It mirrors Ingrid's resolve, unwavering in the face of uncertainty. She knows not what the day will bring, but she steps forward with the knowledge that she is part of something greater, a tapestry of lives intertwined by shared hopes and dreams. With a final, deep breath, Ingrid turns from the window, her heart light with the promise of the new day. She steps forward, the echoes of the night guiding her, the whispers of hope, a gentle song in her soul. She walks into the world with a quiet grace, ready to embrace whatever lies ahead, carrying the light of her dreams into the waking world. The room around Ingrid is still, the air crisp with the lingering chill of night. It wraps around her like a familiar cloak, cool yet comforting, a reminder of the countless mornings that have come before. She pauses for a moment, feeling the cold air against her skin, a gentle nudge to awaken fully from the embrace of dreams. The candlelight casts soft shadows on the walls, their dance a silent lullaby that hums in the background, a soothing presence that grounds her in this moment of transition. Outside, the world begins to stir. The distant echoes of the morning chorus reach her ears, a symphony of life that plays out beyond the confines of her sanctuary. Birds greet the dawn with their melodic calls, each note a testament to resilience, to the cycles that continue despite the chaos of the world. Their song mingles with the faint rustle of leaves, a whispering breeze that speaks of change, of renewal. Ingrid moves through the room with deliberate care, her footsteps light upon the wooden floor. Each step is a gentle reminder of the path she walks, of the choices that have brought her here. The whispers of the past linger in her mind, stories of courage and camaraderie of those who have walked this road before her. They are not gone, but rather woven into the tapestry of her life, guiding her with their quiet wisdom. As she dresses for the day, the fabric of her clothes is soft against her skin, familiar and reassuring. She takes a moment to light another candle, its flame joining the first in a dance of light and shadow. The room glows warmly now, a sanctuary of calm amidst the uncertainty that lies beyond. It's a gentle reminder that even in the darkest times, there is light to be found, a flicker of hope that refuses to be extinguished. Ingrid pauses once more, listening to the whispers of her heart. They speak of dreams, yet to be realized, of a world where peace is not just a distant hope, but a lived reality. She holds these whispers close, a quiet promise to herself and to those who have come before. The promise that she too will play her part in the unfolding story, that she will carry this light forward, no matter how small it may seem. With a final glance at the candle's steady glow, Ingrid steps into the world, her spirit buoyed by the whispers of hope that surround her. The cold air greets her once more, a crisp reminder of the journey ahead. Yet beneath its chill, she senses the warmth of the sun, patiently waiting to embrace her. And so, with grace and quiet determination, Ingrid walks into the day, her heart alight with the promise of what is to come. The morning air is crisp, carrying with it the faint echoes of distant memories and promises whispered on the wind. Each breath she takes is a blend of the present and the past, a reminder of the resilience that courses through her veins. The world outside is still, a tableau painted in muted tones, where the colours of dawn slowly unfurl beneath the watchful gaze of a waking sun. As Ingrid steps forward, the soft crunch of frost beneath her boots harmonizes with the gentle rustle of leaves, their whispers a symphony of nature's eternal rhythm. Her steps are measured and deliberate, each one a testament to the path she has chosen, the journey she has embraced. The road ahead is both familiar and unknown, a tapestry woven with threads of courage and quiet resolve. The landscape stretches out before her, shrouded in a delicate mist that clings to the earth like a silken veil. In the distance, the silhouette of the village emerges, its rooftops peeking through the fog, like sentinels standing guard over the dreams of its inhabitants. Here, in this small corner of the world, life continues to unfurl, amidst the echoes of history. Ingrid's thoughts drift to the stories of those who came before her, tales passed down through generations like cherished heirlooms. Each story a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. She carries these tales with her, their lessons etched into her heart, guiding her as she navigates the complexities of the present. The gentle caress of the wind brushes against her cheek, its cool breath a reminder of the season's embrace. Yet, even in this chill, there is warmth to be found, a promise of renewal, of life waiting to blossom anew. She feels it in the way the sun begins to pierce the horizon, its golden rays reaching out to touch the earth with tender grace. With each step, Ingrid finds solace in the quiet strength that surrounds her. The world is alive with whispers, a tapestry of sound that weaves through the air, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of countless souls. It is a lullaby of resilience, a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty there is beauty to be found, a light that refuses to fade. As she walks, Ingrid's heart is a symphony of hope, a melody that resonates with the promise of a brighter tomorrow. The path she treads is not just her own, but one that has been walked by many, each step a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dare to dream. And in the quiet stillness of the morning, she knows that she is not alone, for the whispers of the past and the promise of the future walk with her, guiding her ever forward. Ingrid continued her gentle journey along the winding path, her steps soft against the earth, as if not to disturb the delicate balance of nature's slumber. The air around her was crisp, each breath a cool whisper that enveloped her in an embrace both invigorating and serene. Above, the sky began its slow transformation, painted in hues of amber and rose, a canvas of promise unfurling with the dawn. The distant echoes of morning bird song floated on the breeze, a chorus that danced through the trees, their melodies a reminder of the world's enduring cycles. Each note seemed to carry a story, a fragment of history that mingled with the present, creating a timeless harmony. Ingrid imagined the birds as messengers, their songs stitched with threads of courage and longing, telling tales of those who once walked this very path. A gentle rustle of leaves accompanied her, the sound akin to the tender turn of a page in an old, cherished book. It was as though the trees themselves whispered secrets of yore, their branches swaying softly, casting intricate shadows that played upon the ground like dancers in the pale morning light. Ingrid listened intently, each whisper a comforting murmur, wrapping around her heart like a well-worn blanket. As she moved deeper into the embrace of the forest, the flicker of candlelight appeared, its gentle glow spilling warmth into the cool air. It was a beacon of solace amidst the lingering shadows, a reminder of the hearths that had gathered families around stories of courage and love. The soft light seemed to pulse with life, each flicker a heartbeat, echoing the resilience that had been kindled through countless nights of hope. In the distance, a river murmured softly, its voice a gentle lullaby that wove through the stillness, soothing and steadfast. Ingrid paused by its banks, her reflection mingling with the water's surface, ripples distorting her image into a mosaic of light and shadow. She felt a connection to the flow of the river, its endless journey a mirror of her own path, carrying with it the stories of those who had come before, and those yet to come. Ingrid closed her eyes, letting the sounds and sensations wash over her, a symphony of nature's grace. The whispers of the past cradled her spirit, each note a reminder that even in the darkest moments, the light of hope endures, unfaltering. She breathed deeply, her heart swelling with gratitude and resolve, knowing that she was part of something greater, a continuum of dreams and determination woven through time. As the morning sun rose higher, its golden light cascading through the trees, Ingrid opened her eyes to a world aglow with possibility. She smiled softly, her spirit buoyed by the gentle assurance that she was never truly alone. The echoes, the whispers, the flickering candlelight, each served as a guide, leading her forward, ever onward, along the path of hope and renewal. As Ingrid lingered by the river's edge, the crisp morning air wrapped around her like a silken shawl, carrying with it the scent of earth and new beginnings. The world was hushed, save for the gentle rustle of leaves that danced to the melody of an unseen breeze. Their whispers entwined with the soft echoes of distant birdsong, a chorus that seemed to cradle the entire landscape in a tender embrace. The river, a ribbon of liquid silver, mirrored the sky's gradual transformation from the deep hues of dawn to the tender blush of morning. Each ripple caught the light, scattering it into 1,000 tiny stars that twinkled upon the water's surface, like memories of past joys lingering in the heart. Ingrid watched this quiet spectacle, feeling the coolness of the earth beneath her fingertips, grounding her in the present, while her thoughts drifted to times long past. Candlelight flickered gently in her memory, casting long shadows that danced upon the walls of her childhood home. Those shadows had been her companions, playing out scenes of bravery and love, as stories were spun by the fire. Each tale, a thread in the tapestry of her life, wove itself into her being, a testament to the strength and endurance of the human spirit. In the candle's glow, she had learned that even the smallest flame can hold back the darkness, its light a beacon of hope and courage. The air carried with it faint echoes of laughter and song, remnants of gatherings where voices rose in harmony, transcending the barriers of time and space. Ingrid could almost feel the warmth of those moments, shared under starlit skies and around glowing fires, where the bonds of friendship and family were forged anew with each passing story. It was these connections that sustained her, a reminder of the love that encircled her, unseen yet ever present. Ingrid rose slowly, her heart light with the promise of the day. As she turned from the river, the path before her seemed to unfurl like a welcoming embrace, bathed in the gentle light of morning. Her steps were soft and sure, guided by an inner compass that pointed always toward hope and renewal. The whispers and echoes followed her, a gentle accompaniment to her journey, their presence a comfort and a guide. With each step, she felt the weight of history and possibility, the dreams of those who had walked before her mingling with her own. The world shimmered with a quiet magic, a reminder that even in the stillness, life pulsed with potential. Ingrid moved forward, a part of this timeless dance carried by the river of stories and the enduring light of hope. As Ingrid continued along the path, the morning air wrapped around her like a cool, silken shawl, a gentle nudge from the earth itself, urging her forward. The distant echoes of past voices seemed to weave through the trees, threading their way into the melody of the dawn chorus, where birds sang softly, their notes a tender symphony that spoke of beginnings and the promise of renewal. Each note was a whisper, a soft reminder of the resilience that lay within her. The candlelight of memory flickered in Ingrid's mind, casting a warm glow over her thoughts. It danced with a gentle rhythm, a beacon that illuminated the path through the shadows of her past, guiding her toward the horizon that beckoned with the promise of new beginnings. This light, though small, was unwavering, its flame a testament to the courage that dwelled within her heart, unyielding in the face of night's deepest darkness. Ingrid's footsteps echoed softly on the earth, a gentle patter that harmonized with the rustling leaves, their whispers carrying secrets and stories of the world around her. The path, lined with dewdrop-kissed grass and wildflowers, seemed to shimmer beneath the morning light, each droplet a tiny prism, reflecting the sun's early rays, a constellation of earthly stars. Ingrid paused for a moment, breathing in the crisp air, feeling it fill her lungs with a refreshing clarity that invigorated her spirit. The chill of the morning touched her skin, a delicate reminder of the world's vastness and the unending cycle of seasons. It was a cool embrace, grounding her in the present, even as her mind wandered through the corridors of time. The whispers of the past mingled with the rustle of the present, creating a tapestry of sound that soothed her soul, a lullaby of life that cradled her in its gentle cadence. As she walked, Ingrid could feel the stories of those who had come before her, their dreams and hopes interwoven with her own. They were voices in the wind, guiding her steps, their whispers a gentle reminder that she was never truly alone. The path stretched onward, a ribbon of possibility unfurling beneath her feet, inviting her to explore its mysteries and embrace the journey with an open heart. Ingrid moved with grace, her spirit buoyed by the gentle symphony of the world around her. The morning light, soft and golden, bathed her in its warmth, a tender caress that spoke of hope and new beginnings. She was part of this timeless dance, her every step a testament to the enduring light of hope, a light that would guide her through the shadows and into the dawn of a new day. The landscape unfolded before Ingrid like a painting, each brushstroke a memory, each shadow a whisper from the past. The air was crisp, carrying with it the faint echoes of distant laughter and forgotten songs, a melody that lingered just out of reach. It was as if the world was holding its breath, suspended in a moment of perfect stillness, where time seemed to stretch and wrap around her like a comforting quilt. Ingrid continued down the path, her footsteps light, each one a soft percussion against the earth, joining the symphony of the morning. The gentle crunch of fallen leaves beneath her feet was a rhythm that matched the beating of her heart, steady and strong. Around her, the forest whispered secrets, its leaves murmuring in the breeze, a language of rustling and sighs that spoke to those who knew how to listen. The candlelight of dawn flickered through the branches, casting playful shadows that danced across her path. It was a gentle glow, steady and unwavering, illuminating the way forward with a promise of warmth and safety. Ingrid could feel its gentle warmth on her skin, a soft caress that chased away the lingering chill of the night. As the path wound deeper into the woods, the air grew cooler, the scent of pine and earth mingling with the crispness of the morning. It was a fragrance both familiar and ancient, a reminder of the world's enduring beauty and resilience. Ingrid paused for a moment, closing her eyes and letting the cold air wash over her, a baptism of renewal that cleared her mind and soothed her soul. In the distance, the faint call of a bird echoed through the trees, a solitary note that resonated in the stillness. It was a sound that spoke of freedom and flight, of journeys yet to be taken, and dreams yet to be realized. Ingrid listened, her heart swelling with the quiet joy of knowing that she was a part of this vast, interconnected tapestry of life. The path led her to a clearing, where the sun's rays spilled like liquid gold across the grass, warming the earth and inviting her to rest. Ingrid sat down, folding her legs beneath her, enveloped in the serene embrace of nature. The world around her was a gentle hum, a lullaby that sang her to stillness, whispering promises of peace and hope. Ingrid breathed deeply, letting the air fill her lungs with its cool purity, her spirit buoyed by the gentle rhythm of life that surrounded her. She was a part of something greater, a single thread in the grand tapestry of existence, woven with care and purpose. In that moment, she knew that she was exactly where she was meant to be, cradled in the arms of the world, her heart open and ready for the journey ahead. Ingrid lingered in the clearing, feeling the caress of the sun's warmth on her skin, a tender counterpoint to the crispness of the air. The light danced upon her face, flickering like candlelight, casting gentle shadows that ebbed and flowed with the breeze. Her eyes drifted open, drawn to the soft sway of the leaves above, their whispers a quiet conversation with the wind. It was a language ancient and unhurried, spoken in rustles and sighs, telling stories of seasons past and those yet to come. As she sat there, time seemed to stretch and soften, each moment elongated into eternity. The world was hushed, save for the distant echoes of a brook tumbling over stones, a melody of water and earth. It mingled with the occasional call of a bird, creating a symphony of nature that sang to her soul, urging it to rest, to dream. Ingrid's fingers brushed the grass, each blade a cool whisper against her skin, grounding her in the present, yet allowing her spirit to wander. Her thoughts drifted like the clouds above, floating across the vast expanse of sky, unbound and serene. She imagined the stories carried on the breeze, tales of those who had walked this path before her, their hopes and fears etched into the very fabric of the land. The cold air kissed her cheeks, a gentle reminder of the world beyond the woods, a world that pulsed with life and history. She thought of her loved ones, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of memory. They were with her, their laughter and warmth woven into the song of the forest, a quiet harmony that resonated within her heart. As the sun began its slow descent, casting elongated shadows across the clearing, Ingrid rose, feeling the earth solid beneath her feet. She turned her gaze to the path ahead, its winding course a promise of discovery and renewal. The air was filled with the scent of pine and earth, a fragrance that whispered of home, of safety. Ingrid took a step forward, her heart light and her spirit steady. The whispers of the forest accompanied her, a gentle chorus that sang of peace and hope. She moved through the trees, the soft rustle of her steps a counterpoint to the melody of the world around her. Each breath was a quiet benediction, a promise of new beginnings and endless possibilities. And as the day waned, the forest cradled her in its embrace, a sanctuary of calm and quiet beauty, a place where dreams could take root and grow. Ingrid walked on, the path ahead illuminated by the soft glow of twilight, her heart a beacon of light and love. As Ingrid continued her journey, the distant echoes of a world at rest lingered on the periphery of her senses. The war, with its cacophony of chaos, seemed a lifetime away, replaced by the gentle symphony of nature. The trees whispered among themselves, their branches swaying softly in the evening breeze, crafting a lullaby that spoke of resilience and tranquility. The path beneath her feet was a ribbon of earth, cool and comforting against the soles of her shoes. Each step was a gentle reminder of the continuity of life, a rhythm that matched the beating of her heart. Overhead, the sky deepened into a tapestry of indigo, dotted with the first timid stars of night, like tiny beacons guiding her through the coming darkness. Candlelight flickered in her mind's eye, reminiscent of nights spent in the quietude of home, where shadows danced on the walls and whispered tales of old. Ingrid recalled her mother's voice, soft and soothing, recounting stories that were both a balm and a beacon. Those stories had been her lullabies, songs of courage and hope that now carried her forward. The air grew cooler, each breath a crisp sip of the night, invigorating yet calming in its embrace. She felt the chill seep through her coat, a reminder of the vastness of the world around her, a world that held both terror and tenderness. Yet here, in the heart of the forest, she found solace, as if the trees themselves extended their arms to shield her from the world's harsh realities. As she walked, Ingrid imagined the spirits of those who had once traversed these woods, their whispers mingling with the rustling leaves. She felt their presence, a silent congregation, lending strength and courage to her journey. The forest floor, carpeted with fallen leaves, muffled her steps, creating a cocoon of quietude around her. The path led her to a small clearing where she paused, her breath visible in the cooling air. Here, the forest opened up to the sky, offering a glimpse of the heavens above. The stars shone brightly now, casting a gentle silver light over the landscape, transforming it into a realm of dreams and possibilities. Ingrid stood there for a moment, bathed in the ethereal glow, feeling a profound connection to the world around her. It was a connection that transcended time and space, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was light to be found. With renewed determination she stepped forward once more, her heart a steady flame against the encroaching night. The forest remained her sanctuary, a place of peace and promise, where each step was a note in the quiet symphony of the night, guiding her toward a new dawn. The forest, a cathedral of ancient trees, held its breath, as Ingrid continued her journey. Each step was a whisper in the vast silence, a gentle hymn sung by the earth itself. The air was crisp, tinged with the scent of pine and the distant promise of winter. It wrapped around her like a cool embrace, invigorating and serene. Above, the night sky stretched endlessly, a velvet tapestry woven with countless stars. They flickered like distant echoes of forgotten lullabies, their light weaving through the branches and dancing on the forest floor. Ingrid paused to breathe it all in, the peace of the moment settling into her bones, a soothing balm against the turmoil that lay beyond the forest's edge. She reached into the pocket of her coat and pulled out a small candle, a humble beacon to accompany her through the night. Shielding it from the soft wind with her hand, she struck a match and watched as the flame flickered to life, casting a warm golden glow. The candlelight painted gentle shadows on her face, its tender glow a companion in the solitude. As she moved forward, the light from the candle flickered softly, its glow a quiet counterpoint to the silvery starlight above. The path ahead was a gentle curve, leading her deeper into the embrace of the woods. The whispers of the past continued their gentle murmur, a chorus of encouragement that followed her through the trees. There was a timelessness to the forest, a sense that it existed beyond the reach of the world's chaos. It was a place of refuge, where the soul could breathe and the heart could find its rhythm. Ingrid felt it in the caress of the cold air on her cheeks, in the soft crunch of leaves beneath her feet, and in the way the shadows seemed to dance in harmony with her steps. In the distance, the low hum of the world beyond the forest was a faint reminder of the challenges she faced. Yet here, in this sacred space, the echoes were gentle, softened by the layers of earth and time. Ingrid allowed herself to imagine a future where the world was at peace, where the lullabies of the stars were not drowned out by the cries of conflict. With each step, she carried this vision like a precious ember, nurturing it with the warmth of her heart. The forest held its secrets close, but it also offered hope, a quiet promise whispered among the leaves. And so, Ingrid journeyed on, her footsteps a steady rhythm in the nighttime symphony, moving ever closer to the dawn that awaited beyond the horizon. The candlelight danced gently in Ingrid's hand, its warm glow weaving tales with the shadows that played across the path. It was as if the forest itself was cradling her in a soft embrace, each tree a silent sentinel that watched over her journey. The canopy above swayed slowly, whispering secrets in a language only the wind understood, its voice a gentle lullaby that coaxed the stars to shimmer a little brighter. Ingrid paused for a moment, allowing her senses to absorb the tranquility that enveloped her. The air was crisp, its cool touch invigorating yet comforting, like a tender kiss on a weary brow. She closed her eyes and inhaled deeply, the scent of pine mingling with the faint aroma of the melting wax. It was a scent that spoke of strength and resilience, of journeys undertaken and paths yet to be discovered. As she resumed her walk, the soft rustle of leaves whispered an ancient song, a melody that had echoed through the ages, unchanged by the passage of time. Ingrid felt a connection to those who had walked these paths before her, an unbroken chain of hope and dreams whispering through the foliage. Their stories, carried on the wings of the gentle breeze, became her own, as the forest wove them into the tapestry of her thoughts. The candle's flame, though small, cast a pool of light that seemed to pulse with each heartbeat, a beacon of warmth in the cool embrace of the night. Its glow was a reminder of the light that dwelled within her, a spark that refused to be extinguished even in the darkest of times. Ingrid's heart swelled with a quiet determination, the soft echoes of the forest harmonizing with the steady beat of her resolve. As she walked, she imagined the lives of those she loved, their faces illuminated by the same starlight that guided her steps. She envisioned a time when laughter would fill the air, joyous and unrestrained, a symphony of peace that would echo across the land. It was a vision that gave her strength, a promise that fueled her steps as she journeyed deeper into the night. Ingrid's path was one of hope, each step a quiet defiance against the shadows that loomed in the world beyond the trees. The distant echoes of conflict were softened here, transformed into a gentle murmur that faded into the background, leaving only the harmonious whispers of the forest to guide her. And so she walked, her spirit entwined with the silvery light of the stars, her heart a vessel of dreams, carrying her ever forward to the dawn that patiently awaited her arrival. The forest seemed to cradle Ingrid in its ageless embrace, each tree a silent sentinel bearing witness to her journey. The air was crisp, each breath a soft caress against her skin, invigorating yet soothing, as if the very elements conspired to lend her strength. In the distance, the faintest echo of a nightingale's song floated through the branches, a lullaby that mingled with the rustling leaves, creating a serene symphony that accompanied her solitary steps. The candle she carried flickered gently, its flame dancing with an ethereal grace, casting long shadows that swayed like ghosts of the past along the forest floor. The interplay of light and shadow painted a tapestry of memory and hope, a canvas upon which Ingrid projected her deepest desires for a world reborn in peace. Each step forward was a note in the melody of her life, a rhythm that resonated with the pulse of the earth beneath her feet. As she moved deeper into the heart of the forest, the whispers of the trees grew more distinct, as if sharing secrets meant solely for her ears. Their murmured tales wove themselves into the fabric of her thoughts, stories of resilience and quiet courage, of lives lived and lost, yet never forgotten. Ingrid felt herself a part of this continuum, a living thread in a vast, unfurling tapestry that stretched beyond the horizon of her understanding. The path ahead was shrouded in mystery, yet Ingrid's heart was unburdened by fear. The cool air wrapped around her like a cloak, its chill a reminder of the world outside, a world she vowed to change with her quiet defiance and unwavering hope. The stars above, scattered like diamonds across the velvet sky, bore silent witness to her pledge, their distant light a constant companion on this nocturnal pilgrimage. In the gentle glow of the candlelight, Ingrid paused, closing her eyes for a moment, allowing the forest's whispers to wash over her, their soothing cadence a balm to her weary soul. She imagined the distant future, a time when these woods would echo with the laughter of children and the songs of those who had once walked these paths in search of solace and freedom. It was a vision that painted her dreams in hues of gold and green, a testament to the indomitable spirit that resided within her. As she resumed her journey, each step was a prayer, each breath a promise. The forest, with its whispers and shadows, would be her sanctuary until the dawn arrived, heralding a new day, a new hope, and a new beginning. And so Ingrid walked on, her spirit a beacon of light in the enveloping darkness, her heart a vessel filled with dreams, ever drawn towards the horizon where the night would yield to the gentle embrace of the dawn. The gentle rustle of leaves underfoot seemed to harmonize with the soft murmur of the night, a symphony orchestrated by the unseen hands of the wind. Ingrid's steps were light, almost reluctant to disturb the serene slumber of the earth. She walked with the grace of one intimately familiar with the forest's secrets, each twist and turn of the path as familiar to her as the lines of her own palm. The air, crisp and tinged with the scent of pine, lingered around her, carrying the promise of winter's approach. Above, the stars communicated in their own silent language, twinkling messages of hope and perseverance. Their glow, though distant, felt intimate, as if each star had a story to share, tales of ancient times and the countless souls who had gazed upon them, yearning for guidance and solace. Ingrid imagined the stars as her ancestors, watching over her with quiet pride, their light a gentle reminder that she was never truly alone. A soft breeze caressed her cheek, like a whispered encouragement from the forest itself. The trees, towering sentinels of time, stood tall and unwavering, their branches weaving a delicate lacework against the night sky. Each gust of wind through their leaves was like a hushed lullaby, soothing, calming, urging her onward. Ingrid's thoughts drifted to those she held dear, their faces etched in her memory like delicate sketches in the flickering candlelight. She could almost hear their voices, carried on the whispers of the wind, urging her to be strong, to remain steadfast. Her courage was their legacy, and in this quiet, moonlit moment, she felt their presence envelop her like a warm embrace. The candle she carried flickered, casting a soft golden halo around her. Its flame danced with a gentle urgency, mirroring the rhythm of her heart. The light was a fragile yet enduring witness to her journey, illuminating the path just enough to guide her steps while leaving the shadows to weave their own stories in the periphery. As Ingrid walked, time seemed to stretch and fold around her, each moment an eternity, each eternity a moment. The forest was timeless, a living testament to resilience and renewal. It spoke to her in murmured echoes, tales of survival and rebirth, of a world that, despite its scars, continued to turn with quiet grace. Ingrid knew that dawn was still hours away, but the promise of its arrival was enough. She walked with the certainty of one who believes fiercely in the beauty of the possible. Her journey was a tapestry of hope, each thread woven with care and love, stretching far beyond the confines of the present, reaching towards a future bathed in light. And so, in the embrace of the night, Ingrid continued, her spirit unwavering, her path illuminated by dreams and starlight. The night air was crisp, wrapping around Ingrid like a cool, velvet cloak, its breath a gentle reminder of the world's vastness and her place within it. With each step, the earth beneath her feet whispered secrets of those who had walked before, their stories mingling with her own in a harmonious symphony of past and present. The forest, an ancient sentinel, stood watch over her journey, its branches swaying gently in the breeze, as if nodding in silent approval. Ingrid's eyes adjusted to the dim glow, where shadows played with light in a delicate ballet. The candle she held, a tiny beacon in the enveloping darkness, flickered and wavered, yet remained steadfast, echoing her resolve. Its soft light kissed the leaves, turning them into ethereal spectres that danced along the path, guiding her with quiet grace. The air was filled with the faintest echoes of a world asleep, the distant murmurs of creatures nestled in their nocturnal havens, their dreams weaving through the night like gossamer threads. Occasionally, the rustle of leaves would reach her ears, a gentle reminder of life's persistent pulse, even in the heart of night. Ingrid found comfort in these sounds, a lullaby composed by nature itself, soothing her spirit and strengthening her resolve. As she walked, Ingrid's thoughts meandered like a gentle stream, flowing back to memories of laughter and love, of voices that once filled her days with joy. Those voices blended with the whispering wind, forming a chorus of encouragement, reminding her of the strength that lay within. Each memory was a cherished treasure, a gem that sparkled with the promise of a reunion, of a day when the world would once again be whole. The cold air kissed her cheeks, leaving a trail of delicate frost upon her skin, yet she felt no chill. Instead, a warmth emanated from within, a fire kindled by hope and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. Ingrid held on to this warmth, letting it guide her steps, her heart beating in time with the rhythmic cadence of her journey. Time slipped by, a gentle river carrying her forward, its current unhurried and serene. Ingrid was content to drift upon its surface, knowing that each moment brought her closer to the dawn. The stars above watched over her, their light a promise of the infinite, a reminder that even in the darkest hour, light would find its way. And so, with dreams in her heart and starlight in her eyes, Ingrid continued. The night, with all its whispered secrets and gentle echoes, enveloped her in its tender embrace, and she walked on, a solitary figure, moving towards the horizon, where the first blush of dawn would soon greet her with the promise of a new day. Ingrid's footsteps were a soft patter against the frost-laden earth, a quiet rhythm that harmonized with the distant echoes of a world at rest. The night was a vast tapestry, woven with threads of silence and the occasional, gentle rustle of unseen creatures. It wrapped around her like a comforting cloak, its darkness punctuated by the flickering glow of candlelight spilling through the windows of far-off cottages. Each tiny flame seemed to hold a vigil for the night, casting its warm glow outward, a beacon of hope in the vast expanse of shadow. The path she walked was familiar, a silver ribbon under the moon's gentle gaze, winding through the landscape like a storyteller weaving a tale. Ingrid let her fingers brush against the frosted tips of grasses and leaves as she passed, each one a cool, delicate whisper against her skin. The air was crisp, imbued with the scent of pine and earth, a scent that spoke of home and hearth, of stories shared by the fireside, and dreams whispered in hushed tones. Ingrid's mind was a theatre of memories, scenes of a time before the world had shifted, and shadows had lengthened. The laughter of children, the sweet notes of an old melody played on a beloved piano, the tender embrace of family, all formed an orchestra of recollection, each note a balm to her soul. These memories wove themselves into the fabric of the night, becoming part of its gentle symphony, a promise that joy would return. As she moved forward, the sky began its slow transformation. The stars, steadfast companions throughout her journey, began to dim ever so slightly, as if bowing to the approaching dawn. The horizon blushed with the first hints of morning, a gentle palette of pinks and golds that promised renewal. It was a reminder that endings were but beginnings in disguise, that each cycle of darkness gave way to light. The whisper of the wind carried words of comfort, brushing past her ears like a mother's soothing lullaby. Ingrid paused for a moment, closing her eyes and letting the whispers enfold her. They spoke of resilience, of a world that had endured through countless trials, and of the enduring spirit of those who walked its paths. Ingrid opened her eyes, a serene smile gracing her lips as she continued her journey. The dawn's light began to paint the world anew, illuminating the path ahead with a soft golden glow. Each step was a heartbeat, a promise kept, a step closer to the embrace of a new day. Her heart, filled with quiet strength and unwavering hope, beat in harmony with the awakening world. As the night began to yield to the gentle embrace of morning, Ingrid walked through the ethereal landscape, where shadows slowly retreated into the comforting arms of dawn. The air was crisp and cool, caressing her face like a gentle whisper of farewell from the night. She felt the soft crunch of frost beneath her boots, each step a rhythmic echo that mingled with the distant, fading sounds of the nocturnal world. Somewhere far off, the low murmur of a river could be heard, its flow a timeless lullaby, soothing and eternal. The candle she carried flickered in the soft breeze, its warm glow a tiny beacon against the vastness of the waking world. The flame danced with a quiet elegance, casting delicate shadows that swayed and mingled with the slowly retreating darkness. It whispered secrets of the night, tales of the stars and the moon, of dreams spun in the quiet hours, now gently unraveling into the tapestry of a new day. Ingrid's breath puffed in the chilled air, little clouds that dissipated quickly, leaving behind a sense of transient beauty. She watched them rise and vanish, each one a reminder of the fleeting nature of moments, yet each breath also a testament to the enduring cycle of life. The world felt alive with whispered promises, the very earth beneath her feet whispering stories of resilience and rebirth, of a world that, despite its scars, continued to turn with grace and dignity. As she walked, Ingrid felt the echoes of her own past mingling with the present. The memories of laughter and music, of love and loss, flowed through her like a gentle stream, weaving themselves into the fabric of her being. She carried them tenderly, knowing that they were the threads that connected her to all she had known and all she would become. The colors of dawn continued to unfurl across the sky, each hue a brushstroke in the vast canvas of the heavens. The pinks deepened into rich golds and soft blues, painting the world in the gentle light of renewal. Birds began to stir in the trees, their soft calls a serenade to the morning, filling the air with a symphony of hope and possibility. Ingrid paused once more, taking in the serene beauty of the world around her. The cold air kissed her cheeks, invigorating and refreshing. As if to remind her of her own vitality, she stood there, a solitary figure in a vast awakening world, feeling both small and infinite, a part of the endless dance of dawn and dusk, of night and day. With a heart full of quiet joy, Ingrid continued her journey, each step a promise to herself and to the world she loved. As the candle's flame flickered gently in her hand, she walked toward the light, enveloped in the whispers of a new beginning. The path stretched before her, a gentle ribbon of earth winding through the quiet countryside. It was a place where time seemed to hold its breath, allowing the world to exist in a perfect fleeting moment. Ingrid's footsteps were soft against the ground, barely disturbing the peace that enveloped the landscape. The distant echoes of a world at rest seemed to reach her ears, carried on the whispering breeze that danced through the trees. The candle in her hand cast a warm, flickering glow that mingled with the first light of day, creating a tapestry of shadows that danced along the path. It was a small beacon against the vastness of the world, yet it brought comfort, a reminder of the light that could be found even in the darkest of times. The flame trembled gently, a reflection of Ingrid's own breath, steady and calm. Above her, the sky continued its slow, graceful transformation. The colors deepened and shifted, like a symphony of light playing out across the heavens. Soft purples gave way to the gentle embrace of morning blues, and the last stars blinked shyly out of sight, retreating into the vast expanse of the universe. The world was awash in a tender glow, each moment a gift of beauty and promise. Ingrid's thoughts drifted, carried on the gentle currents of memory. She remembered the laughter of friends and the warmth of shared meals, the quiet strength of her mother's hands as they worked alongside her own. These were the whispers of her past, echoing softly in her heart, a reminder of the resilience that had carried her through. They were a part of her, woven into the very fabric of her being, guiding her steps as surely as the light of the candle. The air was crisp and clean, filling her lungs with each breath, a reminder of the freshness of the day. The chill kissed her skin, invigorating, a gentle nudge toward the promise of new beginnings. It was a sensation that grounded her, connecting her to the earth beneath her feet and the sky above. As she continued on her path, the world around her began to stir. The whispers of the trees grew louder, a gentle chorus of rustling leaves and soft murmurs. The bird's serenade grew more insistent, a melody of joy and anticipation. It was as if the world itself was awakening, joining Ingrid in her journey toward the light. And so she walked, the candle a steady companion, the path a symbol of all that lay ahead. Each step was a promise, a quiet vow to embrace the beauty and the challenges of the world with an open heart. Ingrid knew she was part of something greater, a thread in the vast tapestry of life, and in that knowledge she found peace, a quiet certainty that she was exactly where she was meant to be. The candle's glow flickered gently in Ingrid's hand, casting a golden halo that danced along the path. Its light was a beacon of hope in the enveloping twilight, a reminder of the warmth that awaited at the journey's end. The flame swayed with the rhythm of her steps, a delicate waltz with the cool evening breeze that whispered secrets of the forest. These whispers, soft and elusive, seemed to cradle her thoughts, soothing the remnants of worry and fear that lingered in the corners of her mind. The distant echoes of the past accompanied her, like the faint notes of a forgotten song. They were the voices of those she had loved and lost, carried on the wind, weaving through the trees like strands of silver moonlight. Each echo was a gentle reminder of the love that had shaped her, the courage that had been passed down through generations like an heirloom of the heart. In the stillness, Ingrid could almost hear their voices, gentle and reassuring, as if they were walking alongside her, sharing in her journey. The path wound through the forest, a ribbon of earth and shadow that led her deeper into the embrace of the night. The air was cool and crisp, a tender caress that wrapped around her like a comforting cloak. It spoke of the changing seasons, the inevitability of time's passage, and the quiet promise of renewal. With each breath she felt the world expand around her, a vast tapestry of life and light, woven with threads of starlight and shadow. Above, the sky stretched out in a canopy of deep indigo, studded with the sparkling jewels of distant stars. They twinkled softly, like the eyes of old friends watching over her, their light a silent reassurance that she was never truly alone. The moon, a silver crescent, hung serenely in the sky, its gentle glow a companion to the candle's flame, guiding her steps toward the horizon. Ingrid's thoughts meandered through the landscape of her memories, touching lightly on moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and loss. Each recollection was a brushstroke on the canvas of her life, painting a portrait of resilience and grace. She embraced them all, allowing the past to inform her present, to shape her future with wisdom and compassion. As she walked, the chorus of the forest swelled around her, a symphony of life in harmonious balance. The gentle rustle of leaves, the soft sigh of the wind, and the distant call of an owl formed a lullaby that cradled her spirit. It was a melody of hope and healing, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always light to be found. Ingrid continued, her heart a quiet rhythm in time with the world around her. each step a testament to the strength and beauty of the human spirit. The path stretched before her, a promise of all that was to come, and in its embrace, she found peace. As Ingrid wandered further into the embrace of the night, the world around her seemed to whisper secrets, carried on the cool breath of the evening air. The whispers intertwined with her own thoughts, a gentle exchange between the living and the ethereal, the past and the present. The distant echoes of forgotten battles and quiet victories seemed to linger in the air, a testament to the resilience that time cannot erase. The candle she carried flickered in tandem with the stars above, casting a warm, golden halo that danced upon her fingertips. Its light was a tender reminder of the hearth she had known, of the warmth of loved ones, and the comfort of shared stories told in hushed tones. It was a beacon of hope, a small but steadfast flame against the vastness of the night. In the chill of the air, Ingrid could feel the breath of winter inching closer, wrapping around her like a soft silken shawl. The cold was a gentle nudge, urging her to quicken her pace, yet she lingered in its embrace, savoring the purity of the moment. Her breath formed delicate clouds that dissolved into nothingness, ephemeral as the dreams that danced at the edge of her consciousness. The path beneath her feet was a ribbon of silver, kissed by the moonlight, leading her deeper into the heart of the forest. Each step was a soft percussion, a tender heartbeat echoing into the night, as if the earth itself was keeping her company. The ground was cool and firm, grounding her in the here and now, while the whispers of the past wove through her thoughts like threads in an intricate tapestry. Around her the trees stood as silent sentinels, their branches stretching toward the sky in a gesture of eternal longing. The wind wove through them, a gentle caress that set the leaves to murmuring, their voices a soothing balm. It was a reminder that in nature there is always a conversation, a dialogue between the seen and unseen, the known and the mysterious. Ingrid moved with the grace of one who has found solace in the quiet moments between breaths, each step a meditation, each heartbeat a promise. And as she journeyed onward, she felt cradled by the night, held in the tender embrace of a world that, despite its scars, still sang of beauty and hope. As the moon cast its gentle glow over the quiet world, the soldiers laid down their weary heads, the echoes of the past slowly fading into the night. The air was filled with a tender hush, the stillness wrapping around them like a warm blanket. In the distance, the soft lullaby of peace began to hum, a promise of brighter days to come. Nightfall embraced the earth, whispering sweet assurances that they were safe at last. And so, under the watchful gaze of the stars, they drifted into dreams, where only the softest of whispers could reach them.